This year's Pacific Exhibition and Conference in Sydney took place against the backdrop of a major celebration for the Royal Australian Navy, as it marked 100 years since its first ships entered the harbour. Reenacting the fleet entry, a cross-section of the contemporary Navy, including the Adelaide and Anzac-class frigates, Armidale-class patrol boats, UN-class mine hunters and various auxiliaries sailed past Sydney Head and were reviewed over the weekend before the exhibition. It was likely the fireworks which attracted the largest audiences. However, the Australian Defence Forces also drew crowds and confounded unsuspecting tourists with air displays featuring, if not all, the vast majority of types currently in service, and a number of historical aircraft thrown in for good measure. But the event was of course the International Fleet Review. Navies from near and far sent contributions to mark the occasion and take part in exercises in waters off the East Coast before and after. The US Navy was represented by a cruiser Chosin. The Indian Navy sent its new Stewardess-class frigate. The Royal Navy sent the Type 45 destroyer Daring a long way across the world. Japan sent a Takanami-class destroyer. Brunei, the offshore patrol ship Darul-Aman. China was represented by the destroyer Qingdao. Tonga, Micronesia, Papua New Guinea each sent a Pacific-class patrol boat, and New Zealand sent its own very special greeting. The International Fleet assembled at Jervis Bay and proceeded for the grand entry into Sydney Harbour, lining up for a large formation group photo along the way, and also taking the opportunity to top up with fuel from the Spanish Navy's tanker Cantabria, which is expected back home by the end of the year after finishing its extended deployment down under to help prepare Australian crew for running a number of Spanish-designed ships, which are due to join the Navy over the next 5 years, including the landing helicopter dock Canberra, currently nearing completion, and start the trials phase at BAE Systems Williamstown Yard. Back in Sydney, the Navy and local industry were also showing off the recently upgraded Anzac-class frigate HMAS Perth, the first ship to undergo the anti-ship missile defense upgrade program, and recently returned from a live missile firing trial off Hawaii, which included engagements against sea skimming and supersonic targets. The ship now features a new topside layout to accommodate the locally developed CEA phased array radar suite.